So the libraries are starting to take books back, and we're going to lose some of the books that we have here. So I want to read them really quickly before they go back home. I mean, back to their homes. This one is called "You Are Home: An Ode to the National Parks," and it's by Evan Turk. And we get to learn a little bit because the illustrations in this book are gorgeous, and it's hard to tell that from this first front page. But if you look, it gives you a little bit of a sneak peek. If you look at this front, and then we'll flip it to the back, and we can see that the Starry Night. And here, it on the back, it'll tell you more about the parks and animals in this book. Evan Turk is an Ezra Jack Keats Book Award-winning illustrator, author, and animator. So that's why we're seeing this. And he is the author illustrator for The Storyteller and Heartbeat. Heartbeats. These are all beautiful books. And the illustrator of Muddy, the story of blues legend Muddy Waters, which is a gorgeously illustrated book, which you should read as well, which is also written is delicious. And the award I think he got for Grandfather Gandhi, and its companion Be the Change. So this is an author illustrator we want to kind of follow. And he is originally from Colorado, and he lives in in the Hudson River Valley with his husband and two cats. So he has two cats, and it's just a wonderful thing that we get to see this. And I'll tell you, because this is when I read this part, it makes me cry a little bit, because it says, "To my dad for making the parks a part of my home," because the book is called Your Home. So it's like when we look at these beautiful spaces that are actually national park illustrations of the national park in small business, small pieces, and in big. So let's read it. To the chipmunk in her burrow, sleeping beneath the leaves to keep warm. So can you see that? Oh, gorgeous. To the resilient bison in the steaming oasis of an endless winter, you are home. So let me just show you that. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. See how Evan Turk illustrated the snow and the bison, and they're resilient. Its head is thrown back like this. So lovely. To the wildflowers painting the warming hillsides, to the pronghorn chewing the grass of our first spring, you are home. Now look at that. We get to see one pronghorn through the legs. That's the fawn. So grand. Ooh, to the prowling bobcat, slinking between slivers of light and shadow. And there's nothing more delicious than the light and shadows in a forest. And the bobcat, look at its eyes. Oh. To the constellations of blinking fireflies in the warm summer nights, you are home. And I wanted to make sure that I read this book because our lightning bugs will start to come out. Fireflies, lightning bugs. It depends on how you say it. I guess like from different parts of the country is how you call them. To the herds of elk, trumpeting the arrival of fall, to the forests of twinkling aspen turned golden by the shortening days, you are home. And then when the aspen leaves shimmer in the wind, I feel like they're talking to us. And I feel like he's got the illustration of those aspens quite in a lovely way. And there's the elk raising its head, her head. To the child in the city, surrounded by window noise and crowds. To the child on the farm, surrounded by endless fields. This is a book for children to say, this is your home. I'm going to cry a little bit. You are home. So this is one of my favorite places on the earth. And I'm really glad that this mother is taking her child there because I took my own children there. It's a beautiful place. Okay. I can't. To the child whose family has just left its first footprints on new shores. To the child whose ancestors lived on these lands before the Stars and Stripes took them as their own, you are still home. Because it's true, they're still home. This is their home. Beneath the soaring doorways of stone and peaks that pierce the ceiling of clouds, Within the corridors of ancient breathing trunks of trees and the teeming reefs of the ocean floor, you are home. Gazing toward the highest of branches, stretched up to the galaxies, swirling beyond the moon, you are home. Home is a memory of footsteps and wingbeats, of sunrise and sunset, of the moving of mountains and rivers of ice, a memory carried through wind and rain, echoing in canyons, carved way down deep in the heart of the earth and in our hearts alike. You can't see that and know the beauty of it. You can't destroy it once you see it. And yet, through rising seas and thawing ice, a home's walls may topple, its floors may crack. This has got to be Hawaii. Yes, Hawaii. I'm going to tell you all the places when we get done. But what keeps a home standing can never be broken. A sense of belonging sung by the streams from valleys to peaks over thousands of miles through millions of hearts. I have to tell you, these illustrations are gorgeous. I mean, look at that oil pastel. Oh, it's a double. Hold on. From every river, star, and stone comes the eternal refrain. Get ready, because this is going to burst forth in your eyes. You are home. Wait. You are home. It's such a giant picture. Gorgeous. Bravo. Oh, and here, oh, it's so delicious. We get to see Evan Turk with his dad. There he is. And he talks about the illustrations that he did with oil. And then this is him grown. I kind of wish that we could see his cat, don't you think? Or his two cats. And then look, this is all the places that he illustrated by the maps of where they are. I want to just go. I want to just go and see. Let me just see. I've been in Mammoth Cave. I've been in Great Smoky Mountains, Congaree. I've been there. Shenandoah, yes. I have not been up to Ohio. What? I don't go up north that much. I really need to. Let's read all the places that he illustrated for you. Okay. So this one, Shenandoah. It's in little tiny type. Yellowstone. I was just trying to guess to see if I could read. And I hope this. Great sand dunes. Great sand dunes. National Monument. You will love it if you see it. If you haven't. Yosemite. Yes. Yes. I vote yes. Great Smoky Mountains. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. And then you have Rocky Mountains. I knew it. Oh, because the aspens. So you knew that it was Rocky Mountain. And, you know, you can be at the bottom and it can be really warm. And then you head up towards the Rocky Mountain State Park and bam, snow. And then this here is where they're bringing all the children are coming to the children that come from all the different places. You are home. This is Zion. I knew it. See, that's why I started crying. Oh, my goodness. Big Bend. Now, I do need to tell you that I feel like, this is Mesa Verde, I really do feel like that we should, these are the names that they call them in the United States, but they have older names that we should know what those are. And maybe I'll research it and I'll share a list of them with you on the YouTube. So this is Arches, and that makes me cry too. Halekulea, and I've never been to Hawaii, so Sequoia, Biscayne. Oh, Biscayne. I've never been in the water. Redwoods. Oh, redwoods. Yes, that's very good. Oh, and then I just want to see. This is the Everglades, so we need to protect those. Those are our lungs and our breath, and we don't protect them. Glacier, and there is no glacier. Hardly. The glacier is almost gone. Grand Canyon. Yes, delicious, delicious. And Glacier Bay, and Hawaii volcanoes, and Grand Teton. Great Smoky Mountains. And this one, Olympic. Oh, you see these big island rocks that are out in the water? It's very stunning. It's like, how can those things exist? Now let me see if those are the same things that are in here. This is Yosemite again. So Yosemite, and then hold your horses. It talks about it, but you know what? I want to learn all the names that belong to the original peoples that named those places, because it's not like we came here from Europe and made these spaces. They existed already. All right, so let's find that out and put it into the YouTube.